Hey everyone, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be building a winter cabin in Minecraft. Now, it's been a month since, I posted, but I'm finally back, and I thought it would be interesting to try to do a building video, which seems kind of calm and laid back. So I'm going to be doing narration, but not constantly. I'm going to be doing it off and on. So you're going to get some context and just me talking a little bit. I'm going to try to do a calm voice, so it just seems kind of relaxing to watch. So it's snowing off and on here in the winter biome in Minecraft. So I want to do a nice looking cabin that's like nice and warm to stay inside of. I do want to warn you that I did not make a fireplace. I did not make a chimney. So you can just leave a comment being like, hey, why did you not make a fireplace? I know you guys are going to leave a comment. Like, it is really crucial to like a winter cabin because, this shows that the place is staying warm. But let's just pretend it has heating, okay? That's what we're going to do. And also I'm using spruce wood a lot in this video. Spruce wood is like my favorite wood in Minecraft. I've always loved it, and I was really happy that I was going to use this for the winter cabin because what other better wood would there be than spruce wood? Otherwise, we'd just go darker with the other one, or the other one's called. Then I started to make the porch here, and I also had to fill in the ground so it's a nice surface, flat surface, and it's all balanced. And then I did spruce slabs, and then I did like the spruce stairs as well. And that way it's a really nice porch. I want it to be kind of big, and it's also going to be covered up top. So no snow is going to get on the porch as well. So it's going to look pretty nice here. I'm using spruce log as the thing to keep it up, kind of, And then I have spruce slabs on top as well. It's a nice little roof and shelter on the porch of the front of the winter cabin here. And it really does complement to the main part of the cabin here. I don't know if I was really planning to do this at first, but I really just kept building and just making decisions as I went onto this build. Usually I don't plan stuff far ahead unless it's like a big project building, which if you guys want to see me do like a big building video, then make sure to go ahead and comment or like this video if you want to see something crazy like that. I also want some suggestions for videos, so you can go ahead and comment some as well, because I'm trying to make what people want to see on the channel here. So for the roof, I wanted to do like spruce logs, which I felt like that made a lot of sense for a cabin and stuff. And the spruce log does stick out a little bit farther than the walls, so it's just going over a little bit. It just provides, and this looks like it's just really nice and comfortable, And then I did some stone in the front. I tried to see what it looked like in the back, and I decided not to. And then I did spruce logs on the sides of the walls here. And then I put some stone in the front. There's only like stone in the front. I didn't do it in the back. I tried to, but I was like, never mind. And then I do a window, and then I did a window on both sides, the front and the back side of the house, which I felt like is a really nice window, which is going to look really good later, which you'll see near the end of the video why I chose that window. And they look like that. And then I played with doing like stone stairs as a stone blocks, and I think this was a pretty good idea. I think it looks pretty good. Then I tried to kind of experiment with what that would look like in the front of the porch. I said not to. And then I added an extra layer of spruce logs, so I felt like it was just, the roof looked way better. So I wanted to be a big roof just to show that, it's safe to be inside the building, like during a blizzard or heavy snowstorm, and that it's like really nice and cozy inside. Now I decided to add spruce trapdoors coming down, and it's kind of like hanging off like the sides of the top of the porch here, and it goes around the house on the walls as well. I have been doing a lot of like trapdoors on the outside of my houses. I feel like this really complements and makes it look a lot better, and I really think it does add on to the design of it being like, I don't know, like spruce and just really nice and comfy looking. You know what I mean? It's just a nice looking lodge. It's a winter cabin technically, and I had to get the snow out of the inside of the cabin because Frosty the Snowman melted in here, so I had to clean up his body remaining. And then I added in torches, and then I tried to experiment on what a window would look like for the house. I was kind of trying to do like tall, big windows on the sides of the house and the cabin, but I decided to do like short little windows on each side, which is like 5 blocks long across. Here I decided to add a ceiling, so it kind of separates the first floor and the second floor. The second floor is going to be like storage and like where you're going to be sleeping. Okay, and I decided to do ladder. I was thinking about doing stairs, but I felt like ladder would make more sense. And it's really going to look nice. I decided to do the upstairs first. Sorry, I have a little bit of a speech impediment sometimes. Then I added a chest and stuff because it's going to be storage. It really has stuff everywhere. And then I have the bed near the window. Realistically, this wouldn't make sense. The reason why is because I put the bed like near the big window near the top of the winter cabin. So realistically, I feel like this would be like one of the coldest spots to be sleeping within the house. You know, the winter cabin here, because, you know, it's higher up and it's usually just colder, you know, up in the attic. I feel like it would be, and it's near a window, and usually just windows just are colder and there's just more cold air near there, and, you know, not as insulated from the cold outside. Then I decided to do like a little fence design just to look like, you know, it's being supported and staying together. Did a little bit of paintings, had a nice design, so it feels more homey, if that makes sense. More homey, like it's more comfortable and looks more like a living space, you know. And I just added a little bit of random blocks. I did some cobwebs just to show that, you know, there's things living here, not just us, but there's little spiders taking shelter and refuge from the storm outside. Here I decided to add spruce stairs, and it goes along the ceiling here, and I feel like it just really makes it look a lot better for the ceilings, just to have more space being taken up. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I feel like it just looks really great, and I feel like it really does help inspire other builders to make their buildings look even better from the inside, as this fills up more space in the inside and feels more nice and everything, if that makes sense. This feels great because the ceiling just comes down a little bit and just looks nice, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain. I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm doing the kitchen, which I didn't feel like I spent a lot of time in the kitchen. I did take up a lot of time trying to do this and decide. I'm really bad at making decisions and stuff, but I did the cauldron as a sink, and then I have like 2 ovens, which kind of looks like it's supposed to be like a fridge, but it's just 2 ovens. So you think of them whatever you want to. But I did this kitchen space. I tried not to cut it off from the rest of the first floor because I want everything to be pretty much connected here. Okay, and then I try to do like barrels as cupboards, which I kept playing around with that a little bit. As you can see here, I finally decided to put the barrels where I wanted them to go, and I think I finally decided on something. I had some flowers next to the window just to see that they can grow a little bit and get some sunlight possibly. And then I have a bookshelf, and then I moved the ovens around and tried to just have everything more open and fit in, so everything just looks normal and usual. And I think this really turned out really nice for the kitchen here. And I did some spruce logs around by the kitchen, near the corner and on the side. And then I did use trapdoor for the bookshelf right here. Makes it look nice. I kind of implemented it, tried it on the kitchen, but I didn't like it. And then we decided to take up some more space. I didn't really know what to do for a part of the first floor. I really didn't know. I was thinking about doing like a couch area, which I thought about doing, but then I had a drink and a cake, and that kind of finishes up the kitchen there. And then I kind of decided to go with like a little armory area, so we have like our armor and stuff. Like, it just seems like a warrior's at his like winter cabin, you know, and taking refuge, and he just took off all his armor and stuff, and he has it there. And also in case he has to go out into the night, or, you know, go out into the storm, he has his armor and his lucky sword and everything. And then I tried to add like a pillager, or I did add a pillager banner, so it looks like he's already made some work before. As you can see, he's a pretty good warrior and stuff because he's taken down some pillager raids, which is kind of what I try to go for there. And then I tried to do some more carpets to take up more space and a more natural design, especially for a winter cabin. It makes sense they have like a rug and stuff everywhere, just warm feeling stuff that keep you warm. I know it probably doesn't make sense that I'm adding like plants outside, like on the porch, but it's kind of this spruce leaf, so it's, you know, spruce trees if you think about it in the pots. So it really isn't that, you know, weird, I feel like, because it's realistically it's just me growing more trees and pots in the front of my building. Then I put a boat up in the, you know, upper area, the second floor of the winter cabins, just to show that it's like storage. We have a boat up there in case we ever meet it. You know, when spring comes and everything melts, we're gonna be just going downhill. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just adding some final things like paintings and stuff, and just trying to take up as much room as possible and just do as much as I can. I think this is pretty good for the cabin. I don't know what else to really add. Probably add a little bit more in the future. But yeah, this is the winter cabin. I think it's pretty much good. I try to add like a welcome mat as well, just to wipe off your boots. And I'm just giving some shots here. I know it looks pretty good. And it just looks really nice, especially like when it's snowing, like a winter night here. I think it looks great. And I really love it. I think it's just, I love it really much. I wish I kind of did like a little backyard with like a back door and stuff possibly. And maybe like some wood that, you know, the owner of the house could like grab and take inside. But like I said, there's no chimney. I decided to add some spruce trees surrounding the winter cabin just to add on to the feel of it being winter and everything. And gives a really nice view through the window and all that, which I wish I added this sooner. So I got like a better idea of the winter cabin and stuff, because I feel like having more trees surrounding the cabin feels more at home and stuff, as this feels really nice. And it does look a lot better with these spruce trees that I added around it, which there wasn't really a lot surrounding it. So we can go back inside, get some shots, and I think it looks really great. Like the windows are perfect. I kind of wish I did like tall windows possibly. I think that would have been an option, but I think it turned out really nice. And I really like the second floor, especially right here where the bed is and everything, and you get to see the snow slowly falling down, and you see some nice snow covered trees. And I think it's this really nice house, and it just feels really at home here. You just feel like really safe and secluded from the outside, and it just feels like you're right at home. And that's me building a winter cabin in Minecraft. That's a little bit of a time lapse. Maybe go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.